Hello and greetings from the Astrology Chalet in Rosendale, New York. I'm Eric Francis Compolino here with a video edition of STARCAST. I'm here doing the video readings for Somewhere in Between. I am most of the way through. This is the second leg of a duathlon. The first leg of the duathlon was writing a 70,000 word book in 6 weeks, and then I took a few days to catch my breath, and then moved my cinematic, highly sophisticated cinematic operation to a little cottage where I could work in some relative peace and quiet. And so I thought I would do STARCAST as a video today. I know many of you watch on YouTube. We'll also be posting the audio, and the video will appear at starcast.fm right on top of the feed. Anyway, hi, good morning. It is Thursday. The what day? It's Thursday. The what? The 18th. The 18th of January, 2024. I hope I don't look too bedraggled. I haven't gone through hair and makeup yet for today's readings. I want to just come to you today with a short look at the astrology of the coming days. We're rapidly entering the first peak of 2024 astrology. That, of course, involves Pluto's ingress into Aquarius. And before I go there, I just want to start with where everything is at right now on mid-afternoon on Thursday, ahead of publication. And by the way, the written portion of Planet Waves this week is going to be a selection of mostly Sedna excerpts from Somewhere in Between. And if you are a Substack subscriber, I will be catching up with you soon. So, but thank you. And I've just got so much going on here. But anyway, astrology. So at the moment, as of 1:44 p.m. in the eastern United States, northern hemisphere, I'm looking at a chart with Gemini rising. That'll be over in a couple of hours, but that's the chart that I'm reading. And the moon is in Taurus. That's the bouncing ball right now. Is the moon's in Taurus, and the moon is about to make a conjunction to Jupiter in Taurus. All of that Moon-Jupiter conjunction in Taurus is playing off of a group of planets in early Capricorn, and there are now how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pardon me. I may be about to sneeze. I don't think I've ever done that on video before. So the group that you can see in most charts is the conjunction of Mercury and Mars in early Capricorn. Really, we're looking at the first decanate, first 10 degrees. Tucked in between Mercury and Mars is the second centaur, Pholus. Second centaur Pholus is not an asteroid. It's in the group with Chiron, Nessus, Pholus, and a bunch of others, Aspolus, Chariklo. They make a kind of unusual special set of energies, all of which are dedicated to some form of healing, resolution, or whole making, some form of completion, and they all depend upon a kind of extreme attentiveness to something that may have gone wrong, that then becomes a focal point and a source of internal authority and some usable skill, talent, or power in the world. So in addition, this is one of the parts of the zodiac that I've been saying, please send me your feedback in terms of what this is, what we think, what you think this is saying about ancestral experiences. Whatever those mean, whatever that term means to you, it's the theme that comes up again over and over again with this group of planets in early Capricorn. And the group includes, as I mentioned, Mercury, Pholus, and Mars. That's a very high energy combination. And Mercury is going to be applying to Pholus and Mars after its recent retrograde, clearing shadow phase and moving on over the weekend, basically. And then there's also Quaoar or Quaoar. I'm not sure how to quite pronounce that. That is a planet that is about the origins of the tribe. Pholus takes us back to our great-grandparents' generation, but Quaoar takes us back all the way to the origins of the tribe. That's two ancestral qualities. The third point in there is Ixion. That's the earliest one in Capricorn. Ixion, kind of a bad boy. Ixion is kind of like the dark streak running through all of this, and Ixion's main property is that he is the squanderer of second chances. And then finally there's a trans-Neptunian point, not object, a point, a hypothetical, a theoretical, called Cupido. Cupido is mixed right in there, and that is about the gathering. So it's about families and anything that draws people together, and anything that is generally about good times. And so this is quite a concentration of points in early Capricorn, and through the day today and into tomorrow. The moon will be trine all of those. Jupiter also trine all of them, and so there's a lot of emphasis on the early Earth signs as we get ready for one of the big 5 events of 2024, which is Pluto entering Aquarius. I think for the second and in my view the deepest time. This is the ingress of Pluto into Aquarius. There's one encore of Pluto in Capricorn. It lasts about 10 weeks in Northern Hemisphere autumn, that notably embraces the election of 2024. We will be in some form of expect the unexpected territory. That will be then. This is now, and now Pluto is making its ingress into Aquarius, and this is an interesting ingress. I'm spending a lot of time with 2024 charts. I think more than any other year, and every year that goes by, I know a little more astrology, and with the annual edition project, I have a habit of kind of going back to the beginning and breaking out the books and kind of relearning astrology in a new way. It's kind of like Hahnemann said that homeopaths should read the Organon every year for the first 20 years of their career, and then every 5 years after it. So I don't read the Organon every year, but what I do is I reread all of the astrology of the year, very concentrated at the end of the previous year, beginning of the next year, and then once again go through it so that by the time I'm getting to your weekly horoscope out in May or June or November or whatever it is, it's already about the 4th or 5th time that I've been through the astrology. So hopefully I either know what I'm talking about or can make up a good story. So, but one of my observations, thank you for enduring that little infomercial. Now, one of the qualities of 2024 is it's kind of the year of the arc minute. What's an arc minute? It's 1/60th of a degree. Things are happening very close this year. It is like everything's moving with precision. You might think that it was planned that way, but even engineers aren't as precise as this synchronous movement of the planets. And the thing that I noticed today was somehow I've cast similar charts quite a bit, is that rewind one sentence. The Sun and Pluto enter Aquarius at approximately the same time on Saturday. But they make their conjunction in the last arc minute of Capricorn. I don't have the chart printed, I don't have a printer here, but the conjunction of the Sun and Pluto, that alignment, that exact conjunction, takes place on the 20th at 9:45 and 9:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Sorry. Well, this says I must not have switched this computer back, so it's going to be 8:45 Eastern Standard Time in the morning, and they are exactly conjunct 1 arc minute from Aquarius, 1/60th of 1 degree for Aquarius. Even the moon thinks this is funny. The moon trines this at 29 degrees 54 arc minutes, just 6 arc minutes away, 1/10 of 1 degree out of the end of Taurus. And for those of you who've read the Scorpio reading, the main metaphor that I use is walking along this very narrow ledge. And so this is one of those things that gives the feeling of walking along a very narrow ledge. The moon, the sun and Pluto form a conjunction 1/60th of 1 degree away from Aquarius, and then the moon trines that a mere 6/60ths, 1/10 of a degree away from Gemini, right at the end of the Earth signs. So there's some metaphor of completion, some metaphor of working the edge and making this some kind of a conscious transition. That may be asking a lot in these times. I am noticing how stressful these couple of weeks have been for people as Pluto makes its way through the last degree of Aquarius, that anaretic degree where everything seems to just kind of go up in smoke, and everything is just a little bit edgy, and there's that sense of transition and that sense of moving into a moment that cannot be undone. And I think it is vitally important to proceed with caution right now, because there are things that you may do in this time that cannot be undone or not be undone easily, barring serious spiritual intervention and deep introspection and trust in the human condition, all of which are rather delicate. So that's a spectacular conjunction, and there's again 1 arc minute away from Aquarius. Then the sun moves in, and then about 12 hours later, Pluto moves in. All of that happens on Saturday, the 20th, and so we have this emphasis when Pluto enters. When Pluto enters Aquarius, it's being accompanied by the sun. By the way, in the third ingress of Pluto into Aquarius, the first one was back in 2023. In the third ingress, Pluto enters Aquarius on November 19th with the asteroid Child, and that is my that is the basis of my discussion of we are not thinking about the impact of all the things that we are doing in digital technology on children and what this is making children into. It is a topic that absolutely needs to be brought to the front of the conversation. What does it mean to hand a kid an iPad? That is a really serious question. I think not enough people are asking it. In other news, Venus is conjunct the galactic center. We all know how much I love the galactic center. That Sagittarius A star, the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. The pin in the pinwheel, but apparently not providing enough mass to hold the galaxy together. Hence theories like dark energy and dark matter. But in any event, Venus is conjunct the galactic center, basically from now clear through the ingress of the sun and Pluto into Aquarius and into Sunday, and finally it will separate from the galactic center and move on. What does that mean? Well, I am fond of when particularly inner planets are conjunct the galactic center, because what it does is it provides a kind of a focusing and materializing quality to the very etheric, esoteric, difficult to grasp quality that the galactic center has. The galactic center is like the insight that you forget, but I think of it as being the homing signal. And now we're going to have Venus lining up with the homing signal of the galactic center. So when you go out early in the morning and you see, there are going to be 3 stars visible pretty much from anywhere on Earth early in the morning, and the highest one is going to be Venus, and the next highest one is going to be Mercury, and the one that then the one that comes up after that is going to be Mars, and then about an hour later, 1 hour and 45 minutes later, the sun is going to rise. So it I think will be worth getting up at. This time should work around the world, and we'll end on this note. Speed, using the late great IO Sprite. And It's not really you're not really going to need to get up that early. If you want to see Venus in the night sky, you've got to be outside at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and even a little later, it's going to be on the eastern horizon, and then right approximately below that, toward the Earth, toward the horizon, will be Mercury, and you may even get a glimpse of Mars. Venus and Mercury will be much brighter than Mars. Mars has that distinctive red hue to it. So a beautiful moment for stargazing, though it is in the morning, but that's sometimes when you've got to go stargazing, and here we are, ready to proceed into the experience of Pluto in Aquarius, and I will have more to say about that on Planet Waves FM. The program will probably run late this week. I'm not going to wrap up the somewhere in between readings, as far as I can tell, till sometime Saturday. So the program will probably go up on Saturday night at planetwaves.fm, or on the Planet Waves FM Substack at planetwaves.org. Planetwaves.org. All right, signing off from the Astrology Chalet here in Rosendale, New York. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a viewer, a reader, a listener, a customer, someone who engages in any way with Planet Waves. Thank you for your business and your trust. Lots of love, and bye for now.